not such a good night for Bob Knight and his Red Raiders down in Lubbock. He, of course, is on the verge of history. No, actually, it isn't. And Coach Knight, 879 wins time with Dean Smith, and Coach has made it clear he doesn't give a darn about the record, but clearly a lot of other folks do, including Steve Alford, a former player, of course, for Coach Knight, and John Havlicek, Celtic great who played with Knight at Ohio State. Kevin Kruger, Coach's son, looks just like his daddy Lon. He's hot from three. Curtis Terry from three. UNLV had 11 trays. Terry again. UNLV's up 18 points with 10 minutes to go. They are crashing this party, but Texas Tech comes roaring back. Damir Suljagic layup. It's a 13-point game. Then Jarius Jackson goes baseline lay-in. It's an 11-point game. Jackson had 20. Ensuing inbounds pass. Coach Knight will leave the bench to argue UNLV crossed the line while inbounding the ball. He would get a technical, and Kruger would hit one of the free throws, so it's a 12-point game. Texas Tech, though, keeps roaring back. Suljagic again gets the rebound. Bucket. It's a 10-point game. After a couple of free throws, cut it to 8. Jackson, great body control, lays it in. It's a 6-point game. UNLV, though, kept making their free throws, and now it's desperation time, and that's not really a very good shot. Coach Knight will have to wait. He'll take on New Mexico, and let's talk record, Coach, huh?
No, I don't even want. I'm not even interested. I haven't been interested in that from day one, and I'm not interested in it now. All I'm interested in is our team playing well, and we did not play well. And my only interest in the next game is trying to get back and see what we can do to play better. But to me, as I've said over and over again, this is not like you set a record in the Masters or you broke Babe Ruth's record.
It's a pretty big deal. I mean, maybe not to him, but
it takes longer.
Yeah, that it does. And let's for the ladies out there, not just the ladies, but ladies and men, been pointing out, hey, Pat Summitt, coach, of course, the women's basketball team at Tennessee, north of 900. But this is a situation still locked up. And you see that Dean Smith did it in fewer games. The Baron Adolph Rupp is now in 3rd place. Okay, Rutgers fans, your highlight portion of the program is over. Tar Heels have won 7 straight against Rutgers, and they have got one of the best freshman classes in the land. Wayne Ellington, range for days, hits the 3. Alex Stevenson, one of the California duo. Deion Thompson, the other. Then Brendan Wright got away from John Calipari and Bruce Pearl, got out of Tennessee. Went to Carolina. The block, the dunk, he had a career game-high 19. They shot 55% from the floor. The freshmen score 55 of the 87, and they smash Rutgers. So, the hoop visit to Chapel Hill not quite as successful as the football team. They came calling in Chapel Hill and got their season started. It started right here. They also scored 21 points. In this game, Rutgers had 21 field goals. That's not going to get you a win against Roy Williams' team.
Yeah, but #1 college basketball team in the country, UCLA, normally could, clearly, against Washington State. Would they be in this one? 10 minutes left. Washington State down by 2. Derek Lowe. Nice up and under. Ties the game. 3 minutes left. Darren Collison looking for Michael Roll. Rocking the suburbs just like Men Without Hats did. UCLA leads by 6. That's how he rolls. Under a minute left. Bruins by 3. Low. Ivory Clark dunks and slaps the backboard. They're down by 1. Now they're down by 3. Washington State, one more chance. Nick Kapravica, no. UCLA survives. They continued their dominance. Now 50-51 at home against Washington State.
UCLA is up next for 13th ranked Washington. UW maybe looking ahead, taking on USC. Spencer Hawes, he is really good. He's a freshman. Under 10 to go in overtime. 3-point deficit. Appleby. Ryan Appleby, the shot, it's no good. And Lodrick Stewart throws the ball off Quincy Pondexter. And they rule Huskies ball. And it's a good call because after it goes off the Husky player, it definitely hits Stewart. So the Huskies get one more chance. And it's Hawes, 7-footer, his first 3 of the season, and it ties the game. He had 24, that's the most he's had so far. He is a real skilled player, is Hawes. But the second OT belongs to the men of Troy. Gabe Pruitt, all 3 of these. And then Nick Young, probably SC's best player. He hits it there, 25 for him. Big win for Tim Floyd's Trojans.
Knows how to party. Taking on Arizona, Marcus Williams and the Wildcats looking to extend their winning streak to 10, facing Cal late in the first half. Chase Budinger for 3. Boy, this guy can stroke it. Chad Ford has him as a top 10 guy in next year's NBA draft. The freshman, if he goes, 6'7", 190, can really shoot. Juwan McClellan, 5 of 7 shooting threes. 3-on-1, drop pass. There's Williams. Marcus slams it home. He was 8 of 8. That helps the field goal percentage, and Arizona is a winner.
Basketball now. Billy Donovan in Florida taking on UAB in Gainesville. UAB coached by Mike Davis. You remember him from Indiana. Second half, UAB up 42-33. Torian Green slips on the logo. When Makubu reversing it, UAB up 11, and apparently reverse dunks really frighten little girls. UAB up 58-57 later. Green inside to Chris Richard, who's making power moves. Gators take their first lead of the night, 59-58. Just 8 for Richard. Less than 3 minutes in the second. Makubu was just a problem. He had 20. UAB back up 3. Same score. Green to Corey Brewer. 19 for Brewer. And the Gators back within 67-66. Less than 2 minutes to go. UAB at 1. Frank Holmes puts it up, but Joakim Noah says, no, you don't. Brewer to Torian Green. He gets fouled. Florida did it at the line. 7 of 8 from the line in the final 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Noah, 4 blocks on the night, 13 points and 13 rebounds. A little over a minute left. Gators up 1. Paul Delaney throws it away. And Green says, I'll take that. Mike Davis said the Gators never panicked even when they were down. And they come back to win it 75-70. Basketball number 9, UConn undefeated. Then they made a trip to Morgantown, their first trip outside of Connecticut so far this season. Mountaineers were waiting for him. Jamie Smalligan to Frank Young. 3-ball. And the Mountaineers up 20-9. Later in the first, Mountaineers up 8. Joe Mazzulla to Young. Marcus Johnson with some good D, but Rob Summers comes up, sets the screen, and Young does the rest. Take another look at it. Summers realizes that Young can't get free, so he comes, sets the screen, and the Mountaineers up 11. Still first half, they're up 8. Smalligan sets the screen this time, and there's Young. Bang, bang, bang. His third 3 of the half. Mountaineers up 33-22. That 1-3-1 zone they play also frustrated the Huskies. Now second half, they're up by 11. Smalligan steps back to set the pick. Jeff Adrian not sure which man to cover. Young gets an easy bucket. Mountaineers up by 13. Then later, they're up by 14. Young, another 3. He had 22. Mountaineers going to win at 81-71. They remain unbeaten at home this season.
At 12-0, Oregon is off to its best start since winning its first 12 games in 1946. 20th ranked Ducks look to pick up their first win in Corvallis in 3 years. They take on Oregon State. Aaron Brooks to Bryce Taylor. Ducks within 3, down. Later, Marcel Jones gets the bounce. The Beavers up 27-19. Just over 2 left in the first half. Taylor. Very nice. Oregon, they go up by 4 now. They led 41-34 at the half. Just over 5 minutes left. There's Brooks. Watch it again. 13-0 for Oregon. Their best start is 14-0. There are now just 3 remaining unbeatens in college basketball, and 2 of them reside in the Pac-10, UCLA and Oregon. The number 1 Bruins will get a stiff test from number 13 Washington Sunday in LA. Clemson also in action on New Year's Eve against Georgia State. The Ducks, by the way, don't play until Thursday when they host USC.
Coppin State went to Columbus to find out just how good this Greg Oden dude is. First half, Ohio State up early. Ron Lewis to Oden on the baseline, and you know what comes next. He had only 1 field goal in the first half, though. But Daquan Cook, also a part of Thad Matta's Thad 5, and he's dropping 3s on him. Ohio State up by 16, then later, Cook, 3 more, 4 for 6 from 3-point range. He led all scores with 23. Ohio State up 16 at the half. And now here comes Oden. Gets the offensive board and the putback. He was 7 of 8 from the floor, 8 offensive rebounds among his 16 boards. And then later, Jamar Butler to Oden. Just get out of the way. Best game of the season for him so far, and Ohio State wins at 91-54.
After losing its season opener to Virginia, Arizona has reeled off 10 straight wins. Why? Well, you can see right there, they shoot the ball pretty well. Taking on Stanford, Juwan McClellan there. Meanwhile, Stanford's Lawrence Hill with 3. Marcus Williams for Arizona. Back to Stanford, Landry Field. Sounds like a poem. Stanford up by 1. Now the Lopez twins go to work.
Good look, and there's off the hands of Robin, into the hands of Brooke. Robin, the follow off of Brooks miss, and he got it. Lopez to Lopez to Lopez to Lopez.
Brooke with 17, Robin with 14, both tall. Under 30 seconds to play, Arizona opens up a 14-point lead. Oh, look at that. Something Nate Robinson would like a move like that. Arizona wins. Gonzaga, Nevada, and there's Nick Fazekas. Remember, these two teams met back in 2004 in the NCAA tournament in the same building, and Nevada won. There's Fazekas for three. Finger roll. Nevada down 32-29. Fazekas getting red hot. Meanwhile, Derek Rivio, just 2 points in the first half, trying to get warmed up in the second. Gonzaga's up by 6, looking good. Now we're tied at 61. Jeremy Pargo drives, fouled, good. And Fazekas fouls out. How in the world is Nevada going to come back from this now? 24-9. Gonzaga up 63-61. Mallon to Pargo. He drives. Gonzaga up 65-61. A 125. We're tied again. Raymond Sessions elevates. And Nevada has a 3-point lead. He had 20. 51 seconds left. Dennis Yakovlev. He drains a 3. This Nevada team is good. They're 12-1. And they beat Gonzaga.
VMI and Penn State, if you like scoring college basketball, you're going to love this game. VMI averaging 101.4 points per game. They're not afraid to shoot it. Chavis Holmes knocking it down. Matt Murr says, I'll take 3. And then Dusty Flugner got that. And then Holmes again. They're not afraid to chunk it at VMI. 19 of 54 from behind the arc. Just over 4 minutes left of the first half. Gary Claxton on the break. Claxton finished with 31. Penn State up 62-48 at the half. Second half, Jamel Corley at 25. Penn State wins at 129-111. They set school records for points, rebounds, and assists.
Number 1 UCLA hosting number 13 Washington before 12,000 at Pauley Pavilion. UCLA 12-0, best start since the 93-94 season. Washington coach Lorenzo Romar, he was an assistant under Jim Herrick on that squad. Early first, Luke Richard Bahamute, bartender, shaken, not stirred. Bruins scored the first 8 points in this game, keeping the first. Washington 13 turnovers in the half. Darren Collison 15 points, career high 12 assists. Coach wouldn't appreciate the passing off the inbounds, only 1 dribble. Aaron Aflalo played the best game of his career, said Ben Howland after this one. Seconds before the half, Aflalo a back breaker, 20 of his 27 in the first half. UCLA 12 of 25 from 3, up 14 at the break, shot 72% in the second half, win by 22. How about this Saturday in Eugene? Undefeated UCLA against undefeated Oregon.
UW, a rough trip through Southern California, beaten by SC and UCLA. North Carolina and our College Basketball Express honored Raymond Felton, Sean Mann, Rashad McCants, put the jerseys up in the rafters. These guys may see their jerseys there someday. Tyler Hansbrough, strong, weight room, led all scorers with 17. They dump truck the Dayton Flyers. Here's a freshman named Brendan Wright. Brandon can play. Carolina wins by 30. Coach K says of his Duke squad, we're a very good team. We're not the machine we've been, and maybe people don't appreciate that, which is too bad. Here we see Josh McRoberts, who had a career-high 17 boards. Greg Paulus, DeMarcus Nelson finished with a dunk. They beat San Jose State by 19. Alondo Get Money Tucker leads Wisconsin down into Georgia. They get a win in Athens over a good Bulldog team. He had 29, did Tucker. Yeah, you're going to get your money.